get streamed on YouTube and Facebook and all those things. So for people who are joining us from Facebook and YouTube, that's cool. So hey there, and if you're joining us in the stream, say hi and let us know where you're from, and tell me specifically again, why are you here? I just want to make sure that I answer all the questions today. Like, I want to know specifically what got you to this call today, which you probably saw. It's the Acquisitions Scouts call. All right, so wow, this is fast. Poland, but from France. Chicago, Minnesota, outside of London. Excited about the opportunity to learn how to source deals and then reinvest into your program. Love it. Chicago, Alabama, Panama, good stuff. Washington, Scottsdale. Oh, Panama, Steven. Yeah, I'll see you in an hour as well, my friend. Brisbane, Australia. Lots of really good deals here between 5 and 50 million to buy. Nice. Good stuff. Seeking out for great time, getting deals to faster closing call, find the deals with better sourcing is something I should easily be able to accomplish. Love it. Okay, good stuff, guys. I'm excited. I love it. That's exactly why I wanted to do this call. So let me just make sure. All right, so now I'm spotlighted. That's good. All right, guys. So I just want to make sure that before we're getting started, you're all joining our acquisitions, our business buying scouts group. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. I want you all to join that group, because everything we're going to do when it comes to this scouts group is going to be discussed in that group, which I'm going to talk about today. But if you want to constantly get updates and be in touch with me, please join the group. So it's in the chat right now, or just go to Facebook and just look for Business Buying Scouts. Business Buying Scouts. And join that group. And good stuff. All right. So why we are here today, guys, looking for acquisition opportunities in various industries, 1 million EBITDA and cash flow positive. Good stuff. Love it, guys. All right. So I'm excited. Good stuff. So a few things for those of you who are not familiar with acquisitions. Why are we even doing acquisitions in the first place? What is acquisitions? Why acquisitions? And then I'll share with you the opportunity. In the end, I'll share with you an opportunity to stay in touch with me directly, to basically send me and our future fund and our future IPOs deals. So I'll tell you what that looks like. And actually, might be actually good to start with that. So the reason I decided to create this Acquisition Scouts calls, community, I don't know how we're going to call it, but the reason I started that is because in the last year, I met a guy who became a really close friend of mine and a mentor. He's pretty much a billionaire, and he took companies public since the late 80s. And he just took another company public on NASDAQ that he started in less than 3 years ago. And the goal is basically right now, because I'm so close to him, we just discussed about the idea of doing similar things, right? So just to share with you about the opportunity, and if you feel like this is not for you, then you can leave the call, and I don't want to waste your time. But in a nutshell, the opportunity would be to find deals, and all this scout community will be about showing you how to find good deals that we can eventually buy and take public. So that's the idea, that's the promise. So that's one goal. And for those deals, we're looking for businesses doing at least 1 million profits in cash flow, in pre-tax profits, whatever is needed. We'll discuss few sectors, but let's call it sector agnostic to begin with. And in the end of the call, I'll give you my personal email where we can start to have conversations about that. Now, the minimum you'll earn on a deal that you send over and we close is $100,000. So that's the promise. And of course, the bigger the deal, potentially we could do more things together. But I want to give you kind of like the idea. You could go out there, send us deals, pretty much do nothing else, and earn at least $100,000 per referral, right? And potentially even equity in a public company. So that's that's one angle, to look for a deal that we can potentially take public this year. That's my goal for 2022. Obviously, I'm not saying that will be public by the end of the year, because just the process in itself takes time, but we can definitely buy the business, own it, and be in the process of taking it public. The second idea is that we're launching a fund, the acquisitions.com fund, and that fund will invest in businesses as well. Now, the fund have a priority to invest in our uni and accelerator and incubator clients. But at the same time, if we look for amazing deals that we can potentially buy, then we'll consider those as well. And or just introduce your deals to other community members in our accelerator and incubator. So if you have a smaller deal, we might be willing to look at it as well. We will be willing to look at it as well, and just introduce you to a buyer in our community, because we have at this point hundreds of people in our accelerator. Basically, University Accelerator is going to be the new name and new program that we'll launch later the year. And our incubator clients, which, by the way, I know some of you ask me what's up, what is the incubator thing? So for those of you who are maybe don't have the money to join our university, we launched call it a mini program, which we call our incubator. It's a 4-week program, which you can still work with me directly. So it's 4 weeks, 4 weeks of Q&A calls with me, and you'll learn a lot about how to find deals, analyze deals, close deals, and exit deals. So if you still want to be part of that, we actually have a live call right after this call. You could go to acquisitions.com/buy sell. I'll put a link to that as well in the chat. But anyway, with that being said, now I want to go back to what we discussed. But again, the promise, I just want to hear in the chat, guys, if it makes sense, because I want to make sure that, yeah, the price, for those of you who are on the call with me here, you'll still get the discounted price. So, and that's the link that I sent over. So moving forward in the future, it's going to be more pricey, and I'll probably never do it. Live again. So if you want to join me live for just a fraction of the price that our accelerator clients, university clients pay, then that's the best opportunity. Anyway, so remember the promise, and I'm going to work a lot with my iPad today because apparently I like to draw stuff. So let me open a new note and let me share my screen. iPad share. So I'm going to go through a lot of notes, guys, and in the end of it, if you for some reason want those notes, you can email support@acquisitions.com and just ask for the notes from the scout call. So can you tell me just if you can see my screen? Just let me know in the chat. Just give me a 1, 2, 3, something. Yep. Okay, sweet. Okay, sweet. Thank you. All right, beautiful. So let's discuss the opportunity. Why acquisitions in the first place? Because I don't know how many of you are familiar with what we're doing or not, but I just want to kind of make sure you understand the opportunity and what's possible out there. All right. So first of all, who are we in the first place? In the first place, we are Acquisitions.com, right? So about me in a nutshell, I've been involved in different businesses for the last 15 years now. Involved at this point in more than 100 acquisitions, was owning companies in the media space. I had an app company in the top 100 app. I since then bought some other companies in the media, agency, online companies, other random businesses. I then had a capital event. I left my home country. I started Acquisitions.com. In the last 3 years, we helped hundreds of entrepreneurs at this point in the space of acquisitions and show them how to go out there and buy businesses using other people's money. All right, so that's the idea. We went out there and we started the process of basically helping future CEOs to buy businesses, right, using other people's money. So we taught them everything from deal flow to deal structures. So let's just keep it simple, right? So deal flow and financing, because those are the most important things. And actually, I'd say the last thing, that operations. Those are probably the 3 most important things when it comes to acquisition. So now what we want to do, we basically want to take all those CEOs and we want to start to invest in them, right? And that's why we're launching a fund. This fund will invest in CEOs in our accelerator programs. And guess what? what those CEOs needs the most. Imagine if you are a future CEO, you want to buy a business and you have access to capital. What are you missing? You're just missing deal flow, right? You're missing more deals. So I thought that we have so many people in our community that are out there that are not necessarily want to be CEOs or buy their businesses themselves, or maybe they don't believe in themselves enough yet, or don't have the capital to join our programs yet. So I thought that it will be awesome to create a free community where I just teach you everything deal flow and you could still make tons of money from it. And that's why I decided to start Scouts, Acquisition Scouts, right? So my goal is to do a call just like this every month, basically. And we'll join every month for a call. We'll have a Facebook group where we can share things that are working for us to find deals. And you'll have the opportunity to either send deals to our fund. So the goal is basically to have a fund or IPO opportunity, right? So you'll send the deals, you'll learn everything you need on how to position yourself, how to look for deals, how to get access to information, to confidential information from businesses, and how to then send it for us, let us do the rest, and that's it, right? And then with our fund, we are also, and that's something that we also bring into acquisitions.com, is supporting with operations. Because every business you buy, unless you're having some operational support, then it means then you're missing the most important thing, right? The last thing you want to do is buy a business and let it collapse. So you want to make sure you have really, you really operationalize the business. You're creating not just good financial support, but also cultural and operational, right? And that's where having a really great team to help the businesses that we're buying with our fund is what we're going to do. So by you sending us these, you'll get experience, you'll get the opportunity to look at deals, obviously to make money, and to and to be part of this process in the world of acquisitions. If you know, even if you don't necessarily buy the business yourself. So I just want to make sure that I got this here. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the chat and I'm with you guys. Can we share a deal with you? Yeah, exactly, Oleg. So that's the plan. So again, at the end of the call, stay with me until the end, so I'll know you're serious about it. I'll share with you my personal email, Lily, my personal email. My mom is emailing me in that email, and you can message me with deals. So please don't send me spam or random naughty images. But if you have good deals, and today is going to be the beginning of learning how to find good deals, I'll share with you my personal emails, and we can have a back and forth conversation about those conversations. In the future, I don't know if I'll get too many emails, then I'll bring my team to help me. But to begin with, I want to see what deals we can find. So anyway, so any questions on that so far, on just the idea, before I start to get into the process of how we do that, how we find deals? I just want to make sure that we are all clear on what we're doing here in Acquisition Scouts and why we do that. And like I said, the promise is going to be that as soon as you're going to send the deal, we're going to sign an agreement, a referral agreement, to send you at least $100,000 on a deal that we're closing. All right, so that's going to be your commission. And potentially, if you're going to be doing an IPO, that could even be in a public company, which can really, really grow. So having like a pre-IPO stock could be really, really lucrative for anyone. So I just want to make sure we're all clear on that. Thanks, Marlon. I could buy so many coffee drops with 100,000. Yeah, fair enough. All right, guys. So yeah, so I don't see any questions, so I'll just move on then. So that's what we're doing. So what I'm looking for then. So to begin with, my criteria for you guys are going to be 1 million in profits, right? That's 1 million a year in profits, and businesses that are from US, UK, Canada, or Australia. Why? Because those are English-speaking countries that I'm familiar with and have businesses in. We have a lot of clients who actually bought businesses in countries like what we have. We have Colombia. We had a guy in was it Malta or Lithuania? Yeah, we have tons of countries, but so Europe. For now, I'll tell you what, it depends on the financials. If I can see financials and just information about the business in English, then I would be happy to look at it. If everything is in a foreign language, I will have to skip for now. Okay, so 1 million a year. And then I want to talk today about how to start to look for those deals and how to position yourself when you talk to them. And for those of you who are going to be serious about this, like curious, can we take equity instead of non-IPO deal versus 100,000 referrals? Yeah, we can definitely discuss that on taking equity. So you could be more involved and learn about the process. 100%, we can definitely discuss that. Can we partner 50-50 basis? No, the answer is no, just because if you're just finding a deal, you don't deserve to own 50% of the deal. I could buy so many. Okay, so I went through that. Cool. Yes, I answered that. CA is Canada. Sorry, just me and my shortcuts. CA is Canada. Oz is Australia. Australia. And UK is UK and US. Yeah, so that's that. Now, let's discuss on where to find those deals. What do you think, guys? Where are the best places to find deals at? Let me know in the chat. What do you think are the best places? Give me some answers, guys. I want engagement. I want you to see me, guys, for a second. Like this thing I'm doing right now, I don't have to do this, guys. This is free. I'm not charging you anything. So for you guys to stay here, and just so you know, we only have 100 spots in this Zoom thing. I don't need more than 100 people out there looking for deals and partner with me on those deals. And by the way, for those of you who are here and can turn on their camera, that would be awesome. So I actually feel like I talk to real human beings. I'm not here to sell you anything, guys. I'm here to give you an opportunity to learn about this world of acquisitions just by going out there and doing some work that you're going to learn how to do. So if we're going to jump on a call every month, like I want you to engage. If you're not going to be engaged, I'm just going to kick you out in a good way, in a very friendly way, just because I want people who are engaged and actually doing the work. If you're looking for more information, this is not the place. You can probably go to my YouTube and see 300 plus videos. So please, guys, if you're here, I want you to engage. It means that you're actually serious about this. Like, show me that you're serious about this. Otherwise, in a very friendly and loving way, we'll just kick you out of the call and just let someone else in. Like literally. So please, guys, if you're here, I want you to engage. I want you serious about it and show me that you actually want to do that. If not, and again, no hard feeling. It's all good. Like there's so much information that I put here. Go and use that and do your own thing. Or join our Programs Accelerator and we'll work with you to do your own deals. But if you want to right now just go out there, find deals and make money doing that, then please, like let's have your engagement. All right, so I see some. That's it. You see, I'm shouting a little bit and screaming for engagement, and I'm seeing a lot of chat messages. That's good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so what do I see here? I see a LinkedIn. Germany, Ukraine, business owners, your own network, brokers, micro requires been great resource. Best place is your network, US larger deal, LinkedIn. Yeah, 1 million EBITDA revenue. Yeah, so 1 million EBITDA, not revenue. EBITDA, pre-tax profits, net income, whatever you want. Either is fine. That range. Axial brokers deals good. Okay, so let's talk about cold calling, private placement, business brokers. All right, good. About business by program platform. So I'm ready to pump it. Okay, I love it. Sorry, lots of messages. Thank you. I appreciate that engagement. That's what I want, guys. Because this is going to be, guys, this is going to be an ongoing thing. Like once a month, we're going to jump on a call and I'm going to show you other deal flow strategies so you can be a scout and find more deals. And for those of you who are going to be more committed than others, and for me, commitment just means more engagement, more work, posting in the group, sharing things that are working for you. Like I'll get you closer to me. It means that you'll even be able to position yourself as part of someone who's working with us. I'll give you an acquisitions.com email. I'll do whatever it takes to show that we're taking you seriously. But for us to take you seriously, you need to take yourself seriously and show us some commitment as well. Again, we're not charging for this. This is an opportunity for you to learn about this space for free, to make money, and then do your own deals, join us on other programs, or potentially let us invest in your deals when you're the CEO. All right, so I saw a lot of comments. So let's start with what kind of deals we want, right? So where are we? The screen. Yeah, so I see brokers, LinkedIn. Okay, so let's start with the first way for us to find deals. I'm gonna share my screen again. Back to iPad, share. is, so we have, I see brokers, I see LinkedIn, right? I saw network, personal network. All right, so first month goal, guys, we're gonna take brokers and we're gonna do a big X on them. Why? Because if you send me a deal from a broker, I don't need you. Trust me, we know enough brokers. Okay, so the beauty about this community is the fact that everyone here is in a different location. Everyone here is living in a different place. No different people have access to different people. That's the power of this community. And that's what I want to really use, is the fact that each and every one of you is in a different geographic location than mine. You can find deals that I can never find just by you being in a different place. So this month, we mostly going to focus on personal network. And for those of you who understand LinkedIn and email, you can use that as well. We're not going to talk about it today. We might do a training on that in the future. If I feel like some guys are taking things seriously here, then we'll do training on that as well. And of course, on cold calls, letters, events. Those are things that we're working with our accelerator clients on using. But again, those are things that I'll be happy to teach you if I'll see that you're serious in this next month, right? And for those of you who know, feel free to use that. But what's the difference between this and this? Those are listed deals, right? Or basically on market, right? This is on market, this is off market. All right, what's the difference? Those deals are already with businesses that raised their hand and said, I'm ready to sell my business as soon as possible. The broker started to do their work, creating documents and whatnot. Those are not the deals we want to look at to begin with. Why? Because it means more competition. It means that we need to pay premium. It means that sometimes just a lot of shady stuff are being done on those deals, which I don't like. So I just want to have a clean slate. So my suggestions for all of you is that if you want to take this serious, let's start this month with your personal network. So let's discuss that. And again, in the future, we might do some training on all those other stuff. And we have some others, like other strategies that are off market that we can discuss in the future. Right? Any questions on that so far, on why we want off market deals? What's the difference between off market to on market deals, right? I just want to make sure that I'm answering questions here and everyone is clear. Networking, so this is a free program. Yes, Rondell, this is free. Daniel, live events, what kind of industries you, okay, let's talk about industries. Good. So next thing is we're going to talk about what type of business are we looking for. Okay, so let's discuss about industries for a second and what that looks like. So I can give you a list of like 10 industries right now, but I don't want to limit you, to be honest. So what I will say is this. Agnostic. Everyone know what sector agnostic is? It's pretty much any sector. Plus, so that's your criteria from now on, right? So criteria. So that's your criteria, guys. As long as it's like, I don't care if you're sector agnostic, pretty much any sector. Plus, I want to know that there's a public company in that space. In that space. So when you're sending me deals, and again, in the end of the call, I'll share with you my email, and I'll share with you in the chat. I'm not going to share it on the screen because otherwise all the replay is going to see that, and I don't want to. Rather just keep it for people who are here live to begin with. So that's the criteria, guys, moving forward. If you want to send deals, right? So let's add another one actually. So sector agnostic, public company in this place, plus 1 million. And again, this you can call it. You can say EBITDA. I don't care if it's net income. I just want to see numbers that are not too low, right? Because if it's too low, we can't really take it public yet. They're just It's just not worth the hustle. So any business that you can show me that you got a public company in that space, doing at least 1 million, then I don't care about the sector. Does it make sense, guys? Oops, sorry. Yes, okay, sweet, yes, good. No, I'm not looking for a public company, Brian, although actually I have a call with a public company tomorrow, but I rather not. When I'm talking to you guys, I'd rather talk to a private one. So let's start with private company. Why? Because to buy a public company is a mess. You need tender offers, it's just more. It's not worth it at this point, to be honest. So that's criteria for a good deal. Hopefully that answers. Yes, Leon, you got it. It's a 1 million profit. It's a private company, but I want you to send, when you send me deals, I want you to tell me, hey, here's a business doing 1 million profits, plus here's the name of the company that is already public on New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ or whatever. How do you find if there's a public company in that space? You write public companies in whatever, HVAC, right? Please don't find everyone, right? You go to Google and that's what you do. And change this with sector, whatever your sector is, right? So if it's insurance, you write insurance. If it's, I don't know, marketing, you write marketing. Does it make sense, guys? And then you'll, like with enough search, I'm sure all of you are intelligent enough to just go through a few searches and just find out public companies there. So that's how you find out if there's a public company in that space. Let's put it in pink. I don't know why, but Google. And again, if for some reason you feel like those notes would be valuable for you, just email us at support@acquisitions, and we'll send you it in the end. Just if you want to go through that again. And we'll send over the recording to you as well if you want, if you'll email support. Private company you want to turn into public company. Mark, exactly, yeah. We want to take a private company that is doing at least 1 million in profit. We want to have a good story that we can build around a similar public company, and then we want to take it public. What about service businesses that are largely independent on the owner, like a dentist? Yeah, so most dentist clinics that I'm familiar with are not doing more than 1 million in profit. So usually if you'll send over a clinic or dentist company that's doing more than 1 million, it's usually more than one clinic, which means that it's a good business. It's operationalized and it's not necessarily dependent on one person. That's usually from most clinics that I've seen, not just dentists, but also in other, any clinic that you can think of pretty much. I've seen it in physical therapy clinics and in, what was the other one I looked one time? I even look at stem cell clinics, similar process. So when you bring, in that case, if you bring 10, 20, 30 companies together, then there's a way to make it work and bring in the partners as bringing each owner as a partner in the holding group. That's the way to do that. So if you have something like that, you'll need to find enough dental clinics that will build a 1 million profit company. Does it make sense? So just instead of having one company, just find 10 companies that all together doing at least 1 million profits. Okay, so that's answering that. Is your goal to buy and hold or buy and sell? Right now, buy and hold. Awesome. And if you want to look at what model we're looking to replicate, you can search companies like XPO, WPP, Integrity, Marketing, Solutions. It's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like what we're helping people in acquisitions.com to do. And now we want to just take it to the next level. So those guys literally just doing exactly what we're doing in acquisitions.com. They're taking small companies in different sectors, and they're not just buying one, they're buying hundreds, thousands. Like WPP is a marketing agency firm, but they have thousands. XPO, they are a trucking company. but they're doing billions a year. Why? Because they have thousands of companies under their holding company, right? But if you look at each of the individual companies, like for example, we have a guy, Borislav, who bought a business doing 13 million a year in the trucking space, right? So XPO is pretty much just thousands of people like him, like Borislav. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here. But the first business I want to buy needs to be a platform company. A platform company means that you basically have a company that is strong enough to be able to basically bring all the others around them. So the first company got to be strong, got to have, obviously, we got to operationalize that business. We got to have cultural, financial, and operational. If you don't have good basics, you just can't scale, right? If you have one messy business and you're going to buy 10 more businesses, you're only going to end up with 10 messy businesses. And that's why the first business in a sector that we want to do a roll-up on is very, very important. Outline details must move on company's financials. Do you give more outline details of must have in company's financials? Demi, no, for now, no. Just 1 million profits. And let us look. I want to build the pipeline first. What industries are best to focus on? Again, I don't want to narrow you down. So to begin with, literally be sector agnostic. Any sector. Are you planning to purchase these companies, Moran, cash, LBO, share exchange, all of the above? Like we have at this point contacts with some really, really strong bankers that can take us public quite fast and give us a lot of capital. So the idea is to buy one business, bring a lot of capital into that balance sheet of that business, and then continue to buy tons of businesses in that sector. We should go out there and look for companies willing to sell and then send you the details to support email. Please confirm. So the email you're going to send it to, you can send it to support, but I'll share the email right now, actually. It's pretty much if you're creative enough, you could probably guess my email. So I just posted it in the chat. You should send me the deal. Yeah, and let me know what's up there. But I want to see the financials, right? So your goal would be to send me the financials. Why is the IPO the sole exit strategy? Just because I think it's cool. And if you look at the biggest company in the world, they're public companies. So if you want to play with the big guys, it's kind of like if you ask someone, hey, what do you want to play in the NBA? Well, because I don't know, the best players are playing there. So where do you want to play? In third league in, I don't know, in Israel? I'm mentioning Israel because I'm in Israel. I'm Israeli, but it's like, you know, what did you prefer? I'm not in Israel right now, but for all of you, for the Israeli IRS that's here checking on me. Should just Google this company. Okay, so how do you find those companies? To begin with, guys, so your task for the next month is go to your iPhone. This is your iPhone for me. Look at your contacts. I want all of you to open your iPhone right now. Go to your phone, look at your contacts, and start to scroll in your contacts. How many you have? Show me. Anyone here have some contacts? Right? I'm sure all of you have tons of contacts in there. So that's the first thing. Go out there, scroll in there, and anyone you know that owns a business or might somehow be related to someone who owns a business, you send him a message. You're like, hey, Josh, how you been? I just wanted to catch up. You want to sit on a coffee? You want to have a quick Zoom call? You want to have a quick chat? Let's chat. Okay. Then when you're on the phone with him, you're telling him, hey, do you know by any chance anyone who might be interested in selling the business or growing by acquisitions? Let me actually share my screen. Or grow fast, which is, let me share my screen. Why it's not working now? 1 second. All right, back to my screen. All right, so what are you doing, guys? You're going out there, reaching out to your contacts, right? Set up 5-minute meetings. It can be longer, right? It can be 50 minutes, it can be 15. You can sit for a coffee. It can be Zoom. It can be 5-minute call. think it's a good excuse to just catch up with your friends or people you know or people you didn't talk to for years. And you tell them, look, do you know anyone who might be interested in selling his business, or might look for capital to expand and grow faster as a public company. Do you know anyone who might? That's your script, guys. Any questions on that? Now, if they're asking you, who are you? What's related to you? Tell them, hey, I met this guy from acquisition. I'm gonna have hard time to write our domain sometimes. From acquisitions.com, they're looking to invest in companies, buy and invest in companies. Right? As simple as that. And it's not just me and us internally looking to do that, guys. We have a community of hundreds, thousands of people who will be more than happy to buy companies, right? If you just find a good deal. So if you find a good deal, guys, I'll be able to help you find some opportunities to them, either for me personally and our team personally, or for our network that are constantly looking for deals. You're literally one email away from, like, two phone calls or 2 emails away from doing this, from getting a referral. Like, and then, so the next step is they'll get you on actually, let's discuss that. So the ideal scenario that I want to hear about is when you talk to me, is you're already sending me financials, and I'll actually, so actually that's really important. Join the Facebook group. Make sure you join the Facebook group, because I'll post the link again. So it's Business Buying Scouts, right? I'll post it again just in case. Or you just search for Business Buying Scouts. Join that group, because I'll let you know in that group what kind of information I want you to ask the business to send you over, right? Which is, in a nutshell, like the bare minimum is we want like 3 years, last 3 years of P&L. P&L is profit and loss statement, right? Or income statement, different words. And I wanted to see at least the latest balance sheet, right? At least those things. And if they're telling you, just ask them, what do you want? What do you want? Ask the owner. Those are the 3 things I wanted to send me to my email. And I sent the email in the chat. Any questions on that so far, guys? I just want to make sure I skipped some stuff. 1 second. One second, I just missed some stuff, guys. I want to make sure I'm answering everything. Okay, so Moran, if a business makes 1 million profit a year, isn't that very badly managed company? The owner pay way too much taxes? Not necessarily, not at all. Not necessarily at all. Here's the thing, for those of you who think that paying less taxes is necessarily the right thing for a business to build enterprise value, I mean, it's not the right thing to do, guys. Like, it's not that smart a lot of times, especially if you want to eventually sell the business and build enterprise value. It's different, I guess, when you're public, you can run the business at negative or whatnot, but don't think that a business that's running the business in just to save for taxes is the perfect way to do that. It's not necessarily, especially if it's a business that's want to sell the business eventually. Because as a buyer, you're not going to buy a business if you're not going to see profit for a good price. You're going to be like, okay, you didn't make any profits. Okay, I'm paying multiple of your profits. I don't care how much you tell me that that you spend for taxes. Like, you still need to show some profit. Do you have an agreement to sign prior to sending you deals? Just so how it all works is clear up front. Yeah, so as soon as you have something going on, send me an email and I'll send you an agreement right away. I'm not going to just throw agreements out there randomly. So as soon as you have something, before you send me the financials and anything, I'll just send you an agreement. But send me an email and tell me, hey man, I got a deal. Like, I just want to make sure that it's serious, right? That you actually got something. Where are we? And our NDA available? Yes. So we will actually, I'm going to write it down. We're going to post an NDA in the Scouts group. So we're going to post an NDA plus basic information that you need. So I'm going to post that. I'm going to plus what you want. Yeah, so I'll post that. So that's why, guys, join the group. I'm going to post some stuff on that. 2 years of P&L, good for financials. Yes, 2 years is okay, ideally 3. I have a handful, that's good. Have you ever bought self-storage business? No, I didn't. Do you have a template for pitching? So it's pretty much what I just said, Queen Street Capital. Let me just repeat that. I can expand on that. I can build a larger script, but guys, for now, it should be fine with you. So talk to someone you know or someone that knows someone you know. So you basically go to your contacts, you tell them, hey, do you know by any chance someone who might be interested in selling his business or might look for capital to expand and grow faster as a public company? If the answer is yes, okay, yeah, we can prepare a script for you, but let me just go through that right now verbally, right? So if I were you, here's how I would do that. I'll reach out to my contacts. I'll be like, hey, John, what's up? This is Moran. We were friends. I didn't talk to you for a while. Remember me? Okay, cool. So hey, I just wanted to catch up. What are you doing tomorrow? Want to catch up for a coffee? That's one way, right? You go out there, you sit for a coffee. Another way is you go right to it. It's like, hey man, we didn't talk for a while. I just want to catch up with you and see what you're up to. I have this really cool opportunity. I promise you it's not an MLM or anything like that, but I just got connected to those guys in acquisitions.com. Have you ever heard about them? No? Okay, cool. So what they're doing right now is actually they're their largest community of people who are buying and selling businesses, and they're looking for businesses to buy. And I just know that right now I can earn a commission by referring to them businesses that they might buy and invest in. Is this something that you by any chance be familiar with or understand that space or whatnot? Look at what they're telling you, and then you can be like, okay, cool. So here's what that looks like. They're basically looking for people who potentially looking to sell the business or raise capital towards a public listing. Is that something that you might be like, any chance you or anyone you know might be interested in something like that? Do you know anyone who might be interested in selling his business or might look for capital to expand and grow faster as a public company? Yes, no? Okay, cool. So just so you know, their criteria is they're looking for businesses doing at least $1 million a year in profits. Would anyone in your network, anyone in your network might fit that criteria? Yes, no, right? You get an answer, you get an introduction. It could be the person you know, or it could be someone that might be connected to the person you know. As soon as that happens, you talk to the person you know, and you pretty much repeat that speech. Hey man, I got your number from John. He told me that you might be interested in raising capital towards a potential IPO, towards becoming a public company. Am I right? Cool. So yeah, just I just got connected to those guys in acquisitions.com. I don't know how much John told you, but they're looking to buy and invest in businesses. Again, is this something you'd like to do? Yeah, cool. So the next steps, what we'd like to do is basically happy to sign an NDA. But what they're asking me for is to just get some access to some basic information that you have, which is pretty much those things. So we pretty much just need the last 3 years of P&L and latest balance sheet. Is it something that you'd be able to get to me? Okay, cool. When do you think you can get it to me? In 2 hours? Okay, awesome. Here's my email. Can you send it over? Cool. If you need to sign an NDA, yeah, man, I'm happy to sign an NDA. I can send you the version that I have, or if you have yours, send it over and we'll mutually sign it. That's it. I know perhaps it was too fast or whatnot, but I'll make sure that you guys have the recording so you can listen to it. And if you're serious, you'll watch the recording and you'll type it out. And I promise a bonus for someone who's going to type out the script that I just wrote down and going to post the script in the Facebook group. Is anyone volunteering to do that? And I promise I'll give you a nice gift. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but we'll figure it out. What else? Where am I? So I went through this. Oh, cool. Let me just go back to my screen thing. Yeah, and then in the end, as soon as he's also giving you the information, tell him, okay, cool, man. So yeah, I'd love for you to send me that information. By the way, what do you want personally? Like for you personally, do you know what you want? And ask them. Do you want to sell your business? Do you want to raise capital? What specifically do you want? And just get their answer and see what they're telling you. Okay, that'll be awesome. All right, I just want to make sure you have enough information to get started with. So my goal, just so you know, is to do a few things, is to get you an NDA agreement into the Facebook group. And I thought I'll add you some basic information document, but you don't need, you literally just need those things, just those two things, guys. Those two things, that's what they need to send you to begin with. And you need to ask this. And remember that they'll just ask you probably to sign an NDA. So what you can do is just offer to sign an NDA to begin with. You can be like, hey, cool. For you to feel comfortable showing your information, I'm happy to sign an NDA, and we'll move forward on next steps. And if he's asking you what's the next step, be like, yeah, well, I'm going to send it over to them. They're going to look at it. If they're going to like it, we're going to book a call with you. Is that fair? Yes, cool. I'll keep you updated as soon as I hear back from them. And then you let me know, you send me an email. Again, I'll post my email, my personal email in the chat. So you post my you send me an email, you tell me, hey, Imran, I have a deal and I'm, what do you think? Like, do you want to see that? And then and then I'll send you the referral agreement and we'll move on. Easy. Where are we? 1 second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So that's the deal flow. That's the contacts. Bring someone. In terms of Rafan, guys, we have at this point more than 60,000 people that are looking to invest in deals. Plus, like I told you, I got really connected to some big bankers that can help us go public and some other really big guys. Let me just scroll back up because I missed some stuff. Okay, the bigger the deal, the more. That's what I said. Yeah. So like I said, guys, how are you going to get paid? $100,000. That's how you're going to get paid, at least. Again, I don't want to promise you more for right now. If it's going to be a big deal, an amazing deal, we can discuss that. But for now, that's the promise. When you're going to get paid? As soon as we close the deal, and you can decide either cash or equity. This is huge. Thank you, Jacob. Where's the buying Scout group? There is a link. I posted it in the chat, or just literally, yeah. Thank you, Ari, for the link. Fourth question to ask might also be, what is their time to exit? Yeah, I don't care about that. Just literally asking, hey, what do you want? Because most people don't know what they want and when they want to exit, and most people just exit when they have the opportunity to exit. When they get an offer. So it's better to build a good plan. So we will, let's start. Damn, okay, we gotta move fast because we're gonna finish in 2 minutes. Can we offer a referral for the business contact when the deal goes through? Can we offer a referral for the business contact when the deal goes through? The answer is yes. So you can offer him whatever you want from your part. Again, if it's a super amazing deal, we might be able to discuss that. But for now, just offer whatever you want from your share. So from the 100,000, you can tell him, hey, cool. If I'm going to close something, I'll give you 10 or I'll give you 20. What do you want? What do you mean by what do you want to the owner? You mean the amount the owner? Sorry, what do you mean? What do you want to the owner? You mean the amount the owner would sell for? So when I'm saying what do you want, it's kind of like just a generic question. Like ask the owner, hey, what do you want to do? For you, do you know what you want to do? Do you want to sell the business? Do you want to grow the business? Do you want to raise capital? just to understand generally like what those guys want. They want to sell the business, they want to grow the business, they want to stay in the business, they want to take it public, they want to leave the business and never ever talk to anyone else. So that's kind of it. See, we have tons of questions, guys, but I just want to summarize things because I gotta move to the other call. And actually, for those of you who are asking, again, last opportunity, guys, to join our that's on a separate note, acquisitions.com. And again, this is for people who are not working with us. If you're a part of our university program, you don't need that. This is more of an introduction way of working with us. So it's 4 weeks of working with us. You're going to learn a bit of everything, right? So you're going to get some deal flow, some deal structures, deal execution, and deal exit. And you're going to have basically 4 weeks of Q&A calls with me. And the goal is to get you an offer accepted within 4 weeks. That's the goal, guys. So this is probably the last opportunity, or we'll see. We might offer this again as long as we do it live. But after that, we're just going to increase the price. I'm going to give people, or just give people option to join the replays. So that's the link to join there. So yeah, I'll probably just take, so yeah, the call starts in 5 minutes, guys. So if you want to join right now, and you'll be able to join in 5 minutes. And you can see the link to the next call in your portal. Damn, I see tons of questions. If you guys, maybe I'll try to save all those questions for our next call, or just post it in the group. Damn. Okay, sweet. How long is the next call? What do you mean the next call? All right, so I'll just summarize, guys, and then I'm going to take 2 minutes break before our incubator call. That's it, guys. So that's the opportunity. I'm super excited. You have access to me personally to send us deals. Again, this is not an opportunity for me to partner with you or help you close your deals. If you want that, you can join our university or an incubator. That's a separate thing. This is just an opportunity for you to send us deals, for us to do the work, and for you to just get paid if you close the deal. And of course, you could learn the process as we go through the process ourselves, as you send deals. And I can promise you this, if you'll find good deals, then I'll just support you more and more and more, right? Because I'm like you're basically going to be a partner in this. Hopefully it's going to work. I don't know. I just wanted to give it a try. I didn't know there's going to be so much demand for it. Like literally the call right now is full. We can't even let more people in. So I appreciate everyone who joined. Be engaged. Show me that you want to do this and you're serious, taking this serious. And I'll do whatever I can to continue and grow this, grow the community, grow the Facebook group, give you more access to me, to the team, and just share with you as much as I can. You know, even if you're not part of our programs. Yeah, because I'm excited. I have big plans for 2022 with acquisitions.com. I want to help a lot of you buy businesses. And for some of you are not ready to buy businesses, maybe this is the way to start, to just find deals, learn the process of doing deal flow. And with the money that you buy, maybe join our other programs and then be a CEO of a company that you're buying as well. So I'm super happy if we could make that happen. So with that being said, guys, my goal is to do a call like this. So just so you know, here's the plan for acquisitions.com in general. Every week, we're going to do a Q&A, a call at the same time. Every week is going to be on a different topic. So once a month, we're going to do a scout, like acquisition scouts call. Once a month, we're going to do a call for acquisitions investors. So it's mostly for accredited investors who are looking to invest capital passively into deals. And then twice a month, we're just going to do normal CEO stuff on how to buy businesses, operate businesses, etc. So that's the plan for 2022. Hopefully, we'll be able to be consistent doing that, especially if you guys engage and you feel like you're getting value. Let me know, like, let us know. By the way, today was valuable to you guys. Can I get some comments in the chat? Yes, thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Give me thumbs up or some comment in the chat. That'll be really, really cool. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm happy I didn't waste an hour. Thank you. And hopefully you guys didn't waste your hour. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right. So yeah, for those of you who are in our incubator, I'll see you in 3 minutes. And for those of you who are not, I'll see you next week in just again, you can, I don't know if the same link, but if you're not sure about the link, go out there, email support at acquisition, will give you the link. Next week, we're going to talk about just normal acquisitions on how to buy businesses yourself. After that, we're going to do investors calls, and sometimes later in a month from now or something like that, we're going to do another scouts call. My goal is that in the next scouts call, we're going to have some deals to look at, and I'm going to teach you some more deal flow stuff so you can find more ways to find great deals. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys and girls. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Have a great day, evening, night, and week. Thank you. Have a good one.